Hello, Twitch chat. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? I hope good. I'm super excited for today's stream and what we're doing today. Hello, hello. Um, okay. Basically, what we're doing today is taking a look at my VTuber lore. Because from what I get, all PNG tubers and VTubers, or at least a good chunk of them, have their own lore for their sonas and characters. And, that's not much different for me. The character here that I am right now, my little PNG Sona, had lore when I first made her. Um, and as she's changed and as I've changed, that lore has also changed. And I think I'm really excited to show what I have cooked up for today. I spent several hours putting together a short little PowerPoint, so we're gonna go over the lore with a kind of big reveal at the end. So if everybody watching, if you have questions throughout, feel free to ask them and I will answer them. And yeah, feel free to interact and everything like that. I do want to say, while I'm setting this up on the back end, that all of the lore presented has a lot to do with the Pokemon world. And I bring this up because there are some things that are debated in what I'm trying to talk about today in terms of Pokemon lore. And so if there's something here that you don't think is correct in Pokemon lore, then that's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own interpretation of things, and this is just my interpretation. So, just wanted to put that out there first. Okay. Then I'm going to share this. Is this the one? Yes, okay. Then we're gonna put that here. It's all incorrect, actually. Damn, you got me. Do. How do I do this again? Ah, that's how I do this again. Guy who doesn't remember how to crop screen. But I'm figuring it out. I'm doing a lot of back-end stuff right now. Like I said, to set up. But I worked very hard on this, and I hope you all will enjoy it. And also enjoy the kind of big reveal at the end. So, I think that's about set up. I'll keep the playlist going in the background for audio background. It's not too loud, right? I can still talk perfectly fine over it? Okay. And without further ado, let's start talking about who I am and where I come from. Really answer the question of who or what is Zek. So, in the beginning, there was an egg. And from this egg came Arceus. The god of all Pokemon, the creator of everything. To start with, he made 3 dragons to control time, space, and I forgot what Giratina does. He's like Satan, though, I think. But he made these 3 bitches. Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. Then he made a few other gods here and there, and he also made Mew. And Mew over here is the starting point for all of the rest of the Pokemon world and Pokemon life. And all these guys all come from Mew. And that's kind of the story that everybody's been told and everybody was kind of raised with. But in reality, Arceus did not make 3 dragons. He made 4 dragons. This 4th dragon was sent to be the guardian of dreams, ideals, truths, really the things that push and guide people forward. And this was the original dragon. Art by Crin7.5 on Instagram. And the original dragon, along with two brothers, worked together to make the Unova region. These are the two brothers right here. They worked together to make the Unova region. But these two brothers, they didn't always get along. You know, siblings are gonna sibling. And they had different regions, or different ideas on how to direct their God-created region. And they went to war. And the war got so intense that the original dragon split into two dragons. Reshiram and Zekrom. Leaving a husk behind, and that's Kiram, but Kiram doesn't matter to our story. Eventually, though, the two brothers, they reconciled, and everything worked out in the end. Woohoo! Yippee! And then both brothers, though, they had kids, you know, and those children continued the war of their fathers. Oh! Hello, Gross Krutz123, thank you for the follow! We're going over my... Oh god, you're not supposed to see that. We're going over my VTuber lore right now. Anyways. Oh, thank you, thank you! Woohoo! We're going over VTuber lore. Okay. So the two brothers, they continued the war of their fathers. And Unova was on fire! Oh my god, everything's on fire. So, these two original brothers here, they decided they were gonna seal away their god dragons. And so they sealed away the god dragons in the Darkstone and the Lightstone. Oh my goodness, I love cookies. Much love, much joy, yippee! The Darkstone and the Lightstone. They sealed them away, and Reshiram and Zekrom were waiting for a hero to awaken them for ideals and for truth. And then you kinda know the story from there, right? Pokemon Black and White, all that end stuff, kind of awakens these dragons. They wake up from their seal. And then you might think what happens next is that they're captured and all of that, but these are god dragons. These are split up from one of Arceus's great dragons, right? So, Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, all of them, you can't really catch them. They're gods, right? They can't realistically actually be captured, despite what the games may try to tell you. And so, after the world was saved and restored to a kind of balance, Zekrom and Reshiram went their separate ways, waiting for the next person to have strong ideals or strong truths to call them to action once again. And Zekrom went off on his own, and he waited. And he waited. And he waited so damn long that they 3D modeled his ass. So, anyone, realistically, would get lonely, having to wait that long for strong enough ideals that would rouse you to action once again. But, since Zekrom and Reshiram are dragons from Arceus, they have certain abilities that other Pokemon don't have. In his loneliness, Zekrom took one of his scales, and with it, he created another. This Zekrom here with the big red bow, that's me. And I know what you might be thinking. But Zek, we see you right now in the corner of your screen, and you're talking to us, and you don't look like that. And trust me, we'll get there. But in his loneliness, Zekrom created another. And that's me. I'm right there with my Zekrom father. And for a while, everything was good and sunshine and rainbows, and Zekrom got to be not lonely and have a friend and all that wonderful stuff. We spent a lot of time together in the dream realm, just kind of enjoying ourselves and all that. But a new being of creation isn't going to go unnoticed forever. And we caught the attention of a little guy named Hoopa. Hoopa loves fun and games, and at this point, I'm not very old. Zekrom lived for basically ever, so I'm like maybe 20, 30 years old, and that's like 5 in human years or whatever. And I see this guy, and I'm like, oh my god, another friend for me to have, right? But Hoopa loves to cause mischief. This is something that's well known. Something that I didn't know is that Hoopa is very mischievous and very mischief-causing. Yes, it is me. There is me right there on the screen. Twice, in fact. And so, Hoopa wanted to cause a little mischief. And he opened a portal. I didn't know where this portal went. I went to investigate, stuck my little head in, having a good old jolly time, and then before my father Zekrom over here could do anything, I was sucked in and spat out in this world that doesn't have Pokemon. And you may still be thinking, okay, but you're still a Zekrom. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Except, when I came to this world, I wasn't a Zekrom. I was human, and I was scared, and I was a little frightened as well. So, as we know, this world, unfortunately, doesn't really have Pokemon, right? They don't really exist here. So, and it took a lot of power to get me into this world. So much power that the Darkstone separated from me. And I know that might be weird, because when Zekrom, the original, loses power, then he turns into a Darkstone, right? Since I am a creation of Zekrom, and not equal to him, things work a little bit different for my biology. But there was a lot of power taken from me, and I was forced into a form fitting this world. And the Darkstone was lost in my descent to the human world. So Zekrom, I was no more. I was just a little guy, Your Honor. And honestly, I couldn't really remember that I was a Zekrom in the first place. So, it was a little weird. I couldn't remember who I was or where I came from. So, I was raised as a human, since in human age I was still very young. I went to school, I grew up, all that fun jazz that humans go through in this world. But I always knew that something was a little off. And when I found Pokemon Black and White, the game versions of my reality in this world, it kind of struck a chord with me. But I wouldn't know what that was until much, much later. So, I continued to grow up, teenagerhood and all of that jazz. And I found YouTube, and I found Twitch. And I fell in love with these two things. And it's honestly a little strange, right? Just to be completely honest. Because I am the ideal dragon. The ideals that called me. And the ideals of the creatives and the love and passion that they had for everything they made on these platforms was so strong that it called out to me. And I wanted to pursue these ideals. I finally felt a call to action, like the Zekrom before me. And so that's when I started doing YouTube and doing Twitch and all that fun stuff. But recently I've been feeling very distant from who I once was, and I realized that I am a Zekrom. I realized that fairly recently. So, part of what I've been doing while I was gone, aside from college and all of that, was searching for my Darkstone. And... oh, I forgot to click that. That's okay. I realized I was a Unova dragon, right? And so, I went searching for a Darkstone. And finally, I found one. And I'm going to be completely upfront. Becoming a Zekrom takes a lot of energy. Like, more energy than a normal person it can exude. And so, I can't always be a Zekrom. But because I have found my Darkstone, I can be myself, finally. And I have enough energy today to show that true form to you. So, using my Darkstone that I found, I can finally, at least for the rest of this stream, show you my true form. Finally, after all of this time, I can be in my true form once again. But yes, this is the big reveal of stream today. Is that I have finally gotten enough energy and enough power to be my true form. This is me. This is how I was born, this is how I was created. This is the Zekrom I was always meant to be. And like I said, being in this form takes a lot of energy. So I can't be in this form all the time. But for special occasions, I can be in this form. And after today, there will be a Darkstone channel point reward. If that is redeemed, you can switch me back and forth from my Zekrom form to my human form. It'll be pretty expensive because, again, it takes a lot of energy to be a Zekrom. But I hope you all enjoyed getting to learn a little bit about me. Where I come from, the lore of my world, my origins. And yeah, for the rest of today, I am a Zekrom. And Lord, it feels good to be in this body. And now that all the lore stuff is out of the way, I am so excited to show off the different sprites. Oh my god, chat! Everything is so cute! So this is me, Smiley. Hold on. What are my triggers? Oh, this is my excite. This is me when I'm excited and joyous and wonder. And then, oh, I forgot to rebind my my stuff. This is my angry. This is when I go grrr. Very anger. This is me when I'm scared, which I might be using in the upcoming game because I think it's a little bit of a scary game. This is me when I'm sad and crying. Me when I'm big sad and big crying. And I think that's all of my sprites. I'm very excited. This is who I was always meant to be. It's so wonderful, chat. Hashtag my lore. Hashtag my Zekrom. And thank you for the people who followed during that. Sorry I couldn't give as much attention as I might have otherwise. As I might have been able to otherwise. But I was on a roll. That section is going up on the main channel. Yeah, that's a main channel section right there. Anyways, what we're doing for the rest of today, now that I have embraced my true form, is... Oops. Okay, now that I've embraced my true form, let me tell you a little bit about what we're doing today in terms of gameplay. So, not too long ago, I was reached out to by, excuse me, Rooted Elevation to play their demo on stream. It's not sponsored, not hashtag ad, so all of the reactions are going to be my own reactions as we play through this demo, but I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Either way, maybe wish list it on Steam. The developer seemed really kind. And it's called Saraab, like it says in the stream title. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad I got to share my lore. I worked so hard on that PowerPoint. Even though it was kind of silly, I worked very hard on it. Okay. Now let me open the demo and get that working. Oh, but yes, my lore, so good, so wonderful. Library. Would it be an uncategorized? Yeah, okay. Saraab Beyond the Veil demo. Let me get that loaded up for us. I am so happy with my new sprite though, chat. Like, I'm so ridiculously happy with it. It was done by, it should be in the credits for stream. Like, if you scroll down where it lists all the art credits, it should be down there, but if it's not, it was by Robot Squid, who made some of our other emojis and things. Wonderful, wonderful artist. Then, let me see. Nope, that's not Steam. Aha! Okay. Now let's pause that background music. And pop. Oops. Don't pop the game on screen yet. Because it's too big! I hate when everything's at different aspect ratios, which is not the game's fault, it's actually a Google Slides fault. Because Google Slides is the one at the weird aspect ratio. But, anyways. Here we go, chat. You ready? Let's see what this demo has in store for us. And again, this is Saraab Beyond the Veil. We were reached out to, but hashtag not sponsored. No sponsorship for this one. Let's get right into it. So, work of fiction, any resemblance. What is this? This again? It's a psychological horror visual novel. Thumbs up emoji. Okay. Open your eyes. Okay. In the darkness, I hear a whisper. I strain to focus. Who is this child? This is me trying to wake up out of bed. Dude, I wake up, I look around, I acknowledge that stuff is happening around me, and then I go back to sleep anyways. A faint outline of a little girl appears. Is this a dream? Oh, she speaks. Not from sleep. Truly wake up. There is no time. I try to focus on her, but the harder I look, the tighter fear coils in my stomach. An overwhelming dread crawls through me. Okay. I gotta wake up. Ellie, wake up! Oh, he's cute! Oh, ruffles his hair, lifts him up, and spins him around. Oh! I opened my eyes to see my little brother shaking me. Finally, you're gonna be late for school! Adam is 6. I'm 10 years older, so we don't really have much in common, but he always puts a smile on my face. Aww! That's almost the age gap between me and my little sister. That's awesome. That's awesome. Sometimes I feel bad for him because he spends so much of his time stuck at home. Oh, is this me? Sleep all day, that's so real. Oh no, I overslept again. Get out, I need to get ready. The dream. I can't get it out of my head. But this isn't the time. I shove it to the back of my mind. It's my day, after all. I quickly get changed and go downstairs. Everyone is already having breakfast. Hello, family! Is this going to happen every single day? Sorry if I'm pronouncing my own name wrong. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's okay, though. You can't have your little brother wake you up every morning. You're turning 16 today. You're not a child anymore. Yeah, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Ellie! Happy birthday, Ellie! Thanks, guys. But also, Mom, you don't get it! I keep having these weird nightmares. Ellie, we've talked about this. Just eat a lighter dinner next time and you'll be fine. As always, why do I even bother? Mom, did you think about having my friends sleep over? It is my birthday today and they keep bugging me. Please? You know the rules. We don't invite people over. You are free to go to their houses or the mall. This is so unfair. Ugh. Mom. Ugh. Now hurry up. You're going to be late. Oh, I was thinking I should probably change the stream category, but I don't know if this game has a category yet, so we might just stay on just chatting. Let me see. Because it's just a demo. Oh, it does have a category. Okay. Cool. We have changed the category then. I didn't think it would have one, but that's cool that it does. Okay. I'll just grab a quick bite. Mama, can I go to school too? Not yet, sweetie. We'll figure something out for next year, okay? Okay, Mama. Hey, buddy. How about we play a game after your lessons with Mom? Just you and me. Okay. Oh, he's so little. My parents look sad. They look so sad. I don't know why they're so sad. As I head to the door, I overhear my parents talking. We need to decide what to do. We can't keep him home forever. Okay. Poor Adam. I head out the door and see my great-aunt Dia waiting for me. She's my mom's aunt. The only family she has left on her side. Oh, she's so pretty! Auntie D, what are you doing up so early? No, my parents are kinda weird. There's something happening with my parents, for sure. Happy birthday, Alam. I wanted to surprise you. This is for you. Ooh, it's pretty! I take a closer look at the beautiful pendant. I can speak. It's intricate design framing a deep ruby crystal in the center, and it's what the click to next button is, too. That's really cool. I like that a lot, actually. I love it! Thank you so much! So what are the big plans for today, birthday girl? My friends and I will go to the mall, I guess. You guess? Mom and Dad refuse to let my friends come over. I don't understand why, but... Elam, listen, everything they do is for you and Adam. I'm just tired of lying. Why are they being like this? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, thank you for the pendant! I'll wear it right away. See you later! I hope I'm wearing it on my Sprite next time I see myself. I see my friends May and Hannah coming down the alley. We walk to school together every day. We've gotten closer in the past year, but I still feel like an outsider. Oh, they're cute! Oh, okay. I like the art style for this game a lot. It's very cute. Happy birthday, Ellie! Happy birthday! Oh, wow, that's a cool necklace. Oh, I wish I was wearing it on my Sprite. That would be cool. Thank you. I got it from my aunt. So, are we good for the sleepover today at your place? I'm sorry, we've got renovations going on right now, so we can't today. How about the mall instead? Come on, I already told my mom. We've never been to your house before. Soon, I promise, okay? Hannah, stop being so dramatic. Today is Ellie's day. Come on, we're already late for school. And I like the different way we wear our uniforms. Oh, we all have such personality! That's so fun. Why is it always like this? I hate lying. How am I supposed to keep friends if I do it all the time? Every lie adds another invisible wall between us. They probably think you're a weirdo. They regret making you a part of their group. No, I just have to relax and try to have fun today. It's my birthday! Girl, you only get one 16th birthday. We gotta make the most of it. Towards the end of the day, I'm doodling to pass the time. I wonder if May and Hannah are planning anything special for me. I don't want to get my hopes up. I hate feeling like a fool. What the hell? Hello? Excuse me? The demons? Suddenly the air leaves my lungs, and I feel like I'm about to faint. It is starting. This time you must wake up. What the hell? Snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. And realize something is wrong. My teacher stands in front of me, her face twisted into a worried grimace. The way she clears her throat feels off. Elam, could you come out with me for a moment? Am I in trouble? Did I do something wrong? Please, I'm just a little guy who would never do anything wrong ever. I want to speak, but my voice is frozen in my throat. I can't understand why the teacher is asking me to step out of the classroom. I've never been called out like this before. I stand up and follow her out, my heart pounding in my chest. I have no idea what's going on, but I know it can't be good. You must go home right away. Your parents have called. There's been an There's been an emergency at home? My head starts to spin. I have a really bad feeling about this. Okay, I'm going right away. I go back into class to gather my things. Hannah and May look at me with worry in their eyes. I'm going home. Something came up with my family. Don't worry about today. Postpone it for a better time. Let us know if you need anything, okay? And then I sashay off. Huh! Hair flipped dramatically. What could this be about? Did something happen to my father? Aunt Dia? Please let everyone be alright. I arrive at the house to see a police car parked out front. My heart drops. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Elam, your brother is missing. What? What do you mean, missing? How could that happen with everyone in the house? What am I going to do? How can I find him? I can't live without my baby. I'd rather die. My head is spinning. I can't process what I'm hearing. I feel like I'm going to be sick. The word missing echoes in my head over and over. Ma'am, everyone, please calm down. Time is of the essence. I hear the police officer's voice, but it feels like it's coming from far away. Like I'm underwater. This is the kind of thing that happens to other people, not to us. I understand this is difficult, but I need you to take me through exactly what happened today. I don't know how this happened. He was just here. My dad, always so calm and collected, is shaking as he speaks. I've never seen him like this. Our son is young, but he knows not to leave the house alone. He was playing upstairs. I was in my study and my wife was cooking. When it was time for lunch, she called for him to come down, but there was no answer. I've changed my dad's voice like 3 different times. Worried, she went up to his room and found it empty. My mother starts sobbing loudly. He just vanished into thin air. There's no way he would have come down without me seeing him. Please, I'm begging you, bring my son back to me. Please. Man, I love voice acting people who are crying. I think I'm pretty good at it, to be honest. I see you have cameras installed. I'll need to review the footage. Of course. Please, whatever you need, but I've already seen it, and what my wife said is true. I don't know. Please look for yourself. What do you mean? My father showed him his phone. How do you explain this? Oh, there's my brother! He's reading a book! Wait, his room is cute! Oh, I like the decorations! In the video, Adam is playing, and then out of nowhere, he just... oh. Vanishes. Who else has access to your cameras? Has it malfunctioned before? No one has access but me. I installed them myself. I'll send the tech team over to inspect them. There's a possibility they've been tampered with. In the meantime, I need your login details. Sir, if you could come with us to the station, I'd really appreciate it. We called Aunt Dia to tell her what was happening, and she ran over to be with us. She cooked us dinner and stayed until my mother calmed down a little. I don't feel like eating, so I go to my room. Even on the one day that's supposed to be about me, it ends up being about my brother. I feel like there are bigger issues than today being about your brother, rather than you. I feel like there are way bigger issues right now. Most notably that he's missing. What am I thinking? I'm a horrible person, aren't I? Okay, yeah, okay, you understand. I love my baby brother. Please let him be okay. I try to push away the thoughts of all the horrible things that could have happened to him. I need to have faith that the police will find him. But the image of him vanishing keeps replaying in my head. How is that even possible? What was that all about? I know her. She's the girl from my dream. I can't remember it clearly, but I'm sure it's her. Was she trying to warn me? This is not the first time I've seen her. She keeps saying, "Wake up!" Was I dozing off in class? I'm pretty sure I was awake. Am I actually seeing things now? Maybe the sleepless nights are finally catching up to me. I hug myself, trying to find some comfort, but it doesn't help. I feel so overwhelmed. My mind is spiraling out of control. How is my brother feeling right now? He must be so scared. Without realizing it, my eyes start to fill with tears again. I was gonna say, this girl is so emotional, but like, me too. I'd be crying too, to be honest. In the end, the saddest tears are never the loud ones. They are the tears that slide horizontally across the bridge of the nose as you're lying in bed. So true, bestie. Soaking the pillow in silence, with no one there to see them or wipe them away. Only the dried white rings of salt they leave behind. Many nights I spent with only my pillow, my toys, and my tears for company. Even before Adam came, I should be used to it by now, but it still stings. In the void of isolation, I get how people become so desolate, so desperate for connection. They'll settle for anything or anyone. A bad person, a monster, or the devil himself. Anything is better than being completely, utterly alone. You know what? As someone who has diagnosed depression, I'm medicated now, but I felt this kind of stuff, especially when I was her age, and I think the writing here so far is really good. Like, it's not excessive, but it conveys the emotions in a relatable way. You know? I'd say this writing's pretty good so far. The last thing my parents need right now is me breaking down too. I don't even have the right to be sad. I hear knocking on the door. Elam, can you come downstairs? Your mom and I need to talk to you. What's happening? Why are all the lights off? What's with the candle on the table? A little suspicious. I go downstairs to see my mom and dad sitting by the dining table. The air is heavy with tension. We were hoping to never have this discussion, but it's time you understand the situation we're in. What are you talking about, Father? It started when your brother was born. He was very sick and wouldn't get better. Your mother and I took him to so many doctors, but no one knew what was wrong. We were terrified we were going to lose him. I remember, Dad, it was tough for everyone, but then he got better. And you became so protective of him, you wouldn't take him anywhere or let anyone come over, afraid he'd get sick again. That is not the entire truth. We were so desperate, so afraid of losing him, that we did something about it. Oh, what did you do? We took him to a spiritual healer. We feared what was happening to him was more of the paranormal type. You did what? A spiritual healer? His medical tests were completely normal. No one could tell us what was wrong with him. With each passing day, he lost more weight, growing weaker and more lethargic. Then he stopped feeding. What were we to do? We were at our wits' end. Yo, look at this old man! Wait, this old man's kind of sick with it, though. I think I would trust him. What about you, chat? Do you trust this man? After several miscarriages, we were willing to try anything to save our son. The healer we visited was said to be able to cure any illness. He lived in a small village outside the city. He performed an energetic clearing and gave us an amulet for Adam to wear under his clothes. He told us he was now protected, but we would have to go to him once a year to pay our dues. You might remember this. Your brother was originally named Ezra. Oh. The healer told us that the name also contributed to his sickness. We did everything he told us. We changed his name to Adam, and he did get better. I know you changed his name, but you never told me why. If you told me, maybe what? What are you gonna do, girl? You were like 10 years old when your brother was born. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you keep this a secret from me for so long? Did you not trust me? I'm sorry, Alham, but we couldn't take any risks. The healer told us the secret had to go with us to the grave. And Adam grew out of it. It was easier to pretend nothing was wrong. He was just fragile. All this time they've been hiding this from me. I feel angry. Also, that sounds really shady. How could you trust this man? How is changing Adam's name supposed to help him get better? Why do you even need to go there every year to give him money? That sounds more like witchcraft than healing. How could you fall for this? You wouldn't understand, Elham. I would have given an arm and a leg if it meant he would get better. We paid that man money. Lots of it. He said the energy of his name wasn't good for him, and that by changing it we were severing the negative energy tied to it. We hoped it would help him with his illness. What happened if you don't pay the money? We don't know. We actually lost touch with him. His number has been disconnected. The house was abandoned too. So this year, we were unable to pay. Since he hasn't contacted us, we hoped that meant it was over. Adam was healthy after that. Everything seemed fine. That's not all we're here to discuss. There's more? The healer noticed some things about your brother that were out of the norm. Oh, I noticed his white hair. I thought that was a cool character design. Interesting. Okay. So there's more happening than meets the eye, it seems. You know how he has white hair? The healer said his features and that strange birthmark were a sign of a special child. Oh, he does got something strange there. This is a claimed child, the healer said, pointing to the raised birthmark at the base of Adam's neck. Adam bore 3 distinguishing traits: his golden amber eyes, the birthmark itself, and a strand of white hair. Possessing all 3 was pretty rare, according to him. Claimed children are descendants of someone who struck a deal. They are bound by an oath to be offered as a sacrifice in exchange for unimaginable power and knowledge. These children are often born with strange abilities, but such gifts never come without a price. He told us Adam's blood was precious, sought after for dark rituals. He warned us to never let anyone see his mark or learn about his abilities. What kind of abilities does my brother have? If the truth came out, those who practice such arts would try to snatch him. Those taken rarely return alive, or in one piece. No, my brother. Adam, my brother? Abilities? He looked so normal. Can this really be true? We were horrified and in denial. Who would want to believe such a thing about their baby, after everything we had been through just to have him? It was too much to bear. Someone in our lineage made that deal, an ancestor who practiced dark magic. We do not know who or when. It could have been made 7 generations ago, but now it is our burden to bear. As much as we wanted to ignore it and forget, as Adam grew up, we noticed strange phenomena around him. He would laugh and point at empty walls, he would stare at the door, and minutes later the doorbell would ring. Out of fear, we kept him isolated. We didn't let anyone come near him. We were so careful to keep him away from prying eyes. We did everything we could, but despite that, our worst nightmare came true. I'm nodding, but nothing is sinking in. I don't know how to fit this into the brother I remember. It just sounds so crazy. If I didn't see the video with my own eyes, I don't think I would have believed any of this. But now your behavior all these years, the hiding, the isolation, it all makes sense now. I always thought your fear of him getting sick again was too extreme. I didn't understand why you were being so paranoid, even though you might be mental at times, but now I get it. Question mark? What was he supposed to do? Hide all his life? I just wanted to protect him. I thought maybe with time, something changes. I kept staring at my parents. Are they serious? This was their plan all along? To keep him locked up in the house and just hope that nothing happens to him? I can't believe they thought that was a good idea. But there's something I don't understand. Is the sickness related to him being a claimed child, or was it just a coincidence? We're not entirely sure. The healer said the sickness started because entities noticed him, and were trying to possess him or drain his energy. That's why he put the protection amulet on Adam. It did seem to help. I remember how he would keep that thing on him even when you gave him baths. I always thought it was gross, but I get it now. What worries me most is how he disappeared. If he was taken like that, it can only mean someone must have seen him. I keep trying to remember. Anytime I notice someone watching the house, a shadow at the window, a strange lingering too long by the yard, but nothing comes back to me. I do not think this was done by a random person. It has to be someone who knows about him. Someone or something that has been watching him for a while. No broken lock, no forced window, no one in the video footage. This has to be tied to Adam's nature. Honestly, right now that makes more sense to me. When I was young, we'd hear stories like that. We were warned not to play outside after sunset. In those stories, children didn't get taken by humans. They were taken by a djinn. I know it sounds crazy, but I believe it must have been Jinn who took him. His room was empty, you saw it yourself. Maybe they're doing the bidding of someone who's after him. Or they just want him for themselves. I don't know. How are we supposed to find him if we're up against supernatural beings? My mom starts to cry quietly. Spiritual healer, abilities, Jinn. My parents are talking about all these things like it's normal. Like I'm just supposed to accept it and move on? We sit in silence for a while. Yeah, I would also need some time to process this, so I can't really blame you. I try to process everything I just heard. Part of me is fighting the urge to scream. 6 years of my life spent living in tension and secrets, never knowing why I couldn't have a normal life like everyone else. A life where I could be close to people, instead of hiding that I live with paranoid weirdos. This is the conclusion they reached? Am I living in an episode of a horror show? Looks at the psychological horror tag. I can't wrap my head around any of it. I force myself to really understand the situation. Now is not the time for self-pity. My brother is in danger. Could it have been the healer? He knows about Adam's mark and abilities. Maybe he wanted him for himself? Hold on, I need to plug my laptop in. Grabbing my cord. Okay, there we go. I don't know, Ellie. I can't imagine why he would do that. We never refused to pay him, and even if he changes his mind, we can't go to the cops with this theory and no proof. They would think we're crazy. Hell, it sounds like I kind of think you're crazy, but, you know, we're not gonna push on that too much. Like, it sounds like I'm having a hard time accepting what's happening. I don't even know his last name. I'm very tired. We need to rest. We'll go to the police station first thing in the morning. You need to rest too. It's a school night. Aunt Dia will be here to keep an eye on you until we're back. I don't want to go to school. What will I tell everyone? That my brother was abducted by a djinn? Elham, now is not the time. I can't deal with you as well. You will go to school, and that is final. Dude, if we're all grieving and, like, worried about where my brother is, then I would think it's okay for me to not go to school. You know? Like, give me some time to grieve too, you know? Ad in 2.5 minutes, by the way. This is your 2.5 minute heads up for the ad. Just say he is missing. Now go to your room, please. Fine. It's always been about my brother, since he was born. If I really think about it, even before that, it was about trying for a boy. Just remembering it makes my stomach churn. Even when I told them about my sleepless nights, they thought I was just being dramatic. Yet when it comes to Adam, they have no trouble jumping to supernatural conclusions. But that video is proof. It's not just in their heads, and if I'm honest, how else am I supposed to explain what I'm experiencing, if not as something unnatural? I don't have anyone to talk to about this. I feel completely lost. I just need to get through this night, at least. Oh, that's a freaky doll. Was that there before? Probably. It's not actually too freaky. It just startled me is all. It looks like it's a doll of myself, which is fine. I hear my phone vibrating. I really don't feel like talking to anyone right now, but I pick it up to see who it is. Hey, what happened today? Is everything okay? I sighed. I hate having to think about how to explain things without saying too much. and I will have to talk about it again at school. Not really. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I feel agitated. I need to do something. Anything to feel useful. To help find Adam, or at least to take my mind off things. Oh, I get a choice! Okay. What should I do now? I feel like I could check my body would be useful. I feel like anything except go to bed could be useful. Except maybe searching the internet could be bad, because what if someone is like, sees my search history or something? Right? So I think the best thing to do would be to go to Adam's room to look for clues. Maybe I can find some clues in Adam's room. The room is just as he left it. I look at the desk where he always sat to draw, and my eyes begin to well up. He was just here. I can't believe he's gone. But what is this smell? It's like boiled eggs? Just feels so strange to be there without him. I head back to my room. Wait! What about the eggs? What about the eggs? What about the boiled egg smell? We need the eggs! Eggs. Okay. Check my body. I wonder if I have any birthmarks. I stand in front of the mirror and check my body for anything unusual. Part of me is secretly hoping to find something, but there's nothing. Of course I don't have any. I'm not the special one, after all. I cannot think like that. I should be grateful. For once, being ordinary is actually a blessing. So I can click on this again, right? Can I go again? Like, will it say something different now? No, it just tells me that there's a boiled egg smell again. Okay. I'm curious about that smell, but I guess if she doesn't have anything to say about it other than noting it's there, then it's not too out of the ordinary to imagine. Okay. So I guess we will search the internet. Maybe I can find something online, anything that can help me understand this better. I turn on my laptop and start searching about claimed children, birthmarks, and supernatural abductions. After a while, I find news articles about people in similar situations. I didn't realize it was more common than I thought. But the kids, they never come back. I read more about dark entities like Jinn. Jinn are supernatural beings made of smokeless fire. They have existed as long as humans, or even longer, often living in a parallel world to our own. Some say they are close enough to brush against us without ever being seen. Like humans, they have free will and can be either good or evil. Many stories blame them for possession, sudden misfortune, or illness. Some traditions say Jinn can be bound or bargained with through specific rituals or talismans. The ritual to summon and control Jinn are dangerous and often require an offering or sacrifice. Okay. Their timing and location are also important factors. Timings are usually associated with celestial events such as eclipses or specific phases of the moon. Locations are typically secluded or considered spiritually significant. Interesting. If he's going to be used in a ritual, where would they take him? Are there any celestial events happening soon? I searched for any upcoming events this year. Oh, okay. Right. Plunge into darkness with the total solar eclipse happening in January. The sun will be completely blocked for 6 whole minutes. My blood runs cold as I stare at the screen. How could I forget? A total solar eclipse is happening in 10 days. It will be visible from our city. The teachers even talked to us about it. That has to be it, right? If they are planning to use Adam in a ritual, the eclipse would be the perfect time. I really need to find my brother as soon as possible. I don't think the police will be much help here. 10 days is not a lot of time. But what can I do? Okay, so it very clearly sets up the time span of the game. I am assuming the gameplay will be over 10 days, And near the end of the 10 days, we'll be finding our brother. Is how I assume the story to kind of go. But I don't know anything that could happen in between. What can I do? Well, I did everything else, so I guess it's time to go to bed. I should probably try to get some sleep. I decide I have had enough for today. I turn off the lights and crawl into bed. I close my eyes and try to rest, but sleep does not come easily. I'm too stressed about Adam. Ezra. Ezra sounds wrong. It does not suit him. He looks more like an Adam to me. I try to push the other thought I have to the back of my head. I really hope they give me a break tonight. I start to feel my eyelids getting heavy. Some nights I lie awake for a long time before I let go. I do not know why. It has always been like this. Maybe I'm scared of sleeping. Of being found by a monster I know does not exist, and yet on other nights the darkness swallows me whole. Usually around 3 in the morning. If that time passes, I can rest. But time and time again, I cave. I give in to the call of sleep. And everything around me freezes, just like now. There's a small part of me that is still aware, and that I am here, and not quite here, at the same time. My body is heavy. What the hell is this? Hello? Excuse me? The demons? A weight sits on my chest, but when I try to pry my eyes open, I see nothing. Are they even open? I keep them shut and pretend to sleep. It is always worse when it knows I am awake. My heart hammers against my ribs. I want to shake off the sense of unease, but I cannot budge. Dude, why am I being haunted by the demons? My breaths turn fast and shallow, no matter how hard I try to quiet them. I hear a child crying. Oh, that's what that weird background noise is. Is it my brother? Is he back? Mom must have dozed off by his side. I want to go to him. Maybe I can help. But I cannot even move. Dude, am I having sleep paralysis? I'm having some crazy sleep paralysis right now. What the hell? A scream echoes in my empty room. It must be mine. I want to be free. My lips and tongue are so heavy. I try with all my might to speak, but only a muffled whimper escapes. It must be 3 in the morning. It always is. I just have to last until 4. Once the first light comes, it lets me go. Why me? Is it the curse of what we played with? I never wanted to do it. Are my friends going through this too? What? What do you mean? Or is it just me? After all, this is not the first time. I feel the hands of something huge wrap around me. At first, it almost feels like a hug. Then it starts to hurt. The grip tightens until I wonder if my bones are breaking. I try to scream. Not a single sound comes out. I feel my lungs running out of air. My legs try to kick in defense. But nothing happens. Just when I give up, when I let my body go limp, something changes. Cold sweat soaks my sheets. Blah, 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 blah. I can speak. Oh, crap. I knocked my microphone over, chat. Oopsies. Happens to the best of us. Okay, shivering like a leaf. I am alive. My microphone is also alive, and I think it's still okay. But if I am, why do I still hear my brother crying? Did I get kidnapped too? Are we both kidnapped? It must be in my head. I wake up to the sounds of birds chirping outside my window. Sunlight streams in gently. Even though I am drenched in sweat, a wave of relief washes over me. I made it through the night. That was rough, just like every night since that day. It all started on the first day of school this semester. What the hell did we do to give me these awful sleep paralysis? It was the end of a long day at school. Almost everyone had gone home except May, Hannah, and me. We were still in the classroom when Hannah suddenly spoke up. Guys, let's play Ouija. Oh, okay, you're messing with the Ouija board. Dude, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with that shit. That's crazy. I have some questions I need answers for. We all know what you want to ask, and the answer is no. Nice one, Ellie. Don't be mean, Ellum. I think I have a shot with him. He only cares about sports. Give up and focus on your studies instead. You're barely passing as it is. It's so boring being friends with Goody Two-Shoes. I need new friends. Fine, let's play your stupid Ouija game. Yes! Good thing I brought it with me. Dude. Wait, you actually brought it? Where'd you even get that? Ugh, I'm creeped out. If I don't sleep today, it's your fault. Alright, let's do this. Is someone here with us? There was nothing moving at first. Then slowly, the pointer starts moving to yes. Guys, I don't like this. I'm going home. Come on, don't leave me here. I'm sorry, I just can't. She's too tall to be such a scaredy cat. Crap, let's get it done with. Ask what you want. Does he love me? The pointer moves to no. Does anyone have a crush on me? Nothing changed. The pointer remains on no. I give up. Ellie, you ask something. Dude, I really don't want to ask anything, to be honest. You know, that's not really my jazz. That's kind of, you know, no, we're not gonna say anything to this guy. No, I don't have any questions. Let's just end it. The pointer starts moving. R, U, S. Are you sure? Stop it, Hannah. I'm not playing. I'm out. We both watched in horror as the pointer was moving on its own. E-L-L-Y. I'm not moving it, I swear. Oh, let's get out of here. Hurry! We ran out of the school into the alley. We were both panting and trying to catch our breaths. I felt like throwing up. It scared the crap out of me. This is the last time I listened to any of your bright ideas. I don't know what that was. Let's just go home. Dude, we summon demons. This is what happens when you summon demons. That was when the nightly visits started. At first it was just light tapping sounds, the kind you hear in an old house. But they got worse over time. Taps turned into bangs that shook me awake. Some nights I couldn't handle it and ended up standing in front of my parents' bedroom door. They told me to go pray and said it must be a nightmare. When they turned me away, I started sleeping in my brother's room whenever it got too much. Then they brushed it off as an overactive imagination and refused to talk about it again. They're kind of dicks for that. You know? The activity follows a pattern. It starts around 3 in the morning and stops just before sunrise. I've searched and tried so many things to make it stop, but nothing worked. I'm so tired of it, and now with this happening to my brother, I'm even more afraid. Maybe now Mom and Dad will believe me. How am I supposed to go on with my day like nothing happened? Like my brother's not missing? I really don't feel like going to school, and I'm already late. I change into my school uniform and head downstairs. Aunt Dia is already there. She pulls me into a warm hug. Oh, Elam, how are you holding up, sweetie? Auntie, what are we going to do? I'm so scared for my brother. Don't worry, I'm sure the police will find him. Let's pray for that. What if they don't? Your poor mama and papa are on the verge of a nervous breakdown. I know you feel panic too, but we need to stay strong for them. But what about me? Let's eat something before you go to school. You need your strength. What would you like to eat for breakfast? Pancakes or eggs? Why can't I have pancakes and eggs? I guess I'm gonna go with eggs. Personally, I like eggs more, and there's a lot more you can do with eggs. If you disagree, oh well. I know she won't let me go without eating something, so I just go with it. I guess I'll have eggs. I made them just the way you like them. Ooh, that's a good looking breakfast. Thanks, Auntie. I reluctantly sit at the table and start eating. They are delicious, as always, but I cannot enjoy them when I do not know if my brother has eaten anything today. That was delicious. What do you think happened, Auntie? Do you know everything about Adam too? You knew. Why didn't you tell me? Elam, ever since your grandmother passed away, may she rest in peace, she asked me to look after your mother. I've always been like a mother to her, but I respected her wishes. It was not my place to interfere. Maybe I'm just sus, but I'm not sure I fully trust my aunt over here. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I advised her not to go down that path. I did not trust that healer, but we almost lost Adam. If I were in her place, I might have done the same. How can I help? I can't sit here and do nothing. Be gone. That's how you know that I talk with the big vowels, because I always be yawning when I talk a lot. And I'm not even necessarily tired, it just kind of happens. But it's like when you sing, if you're trained to sing and how you're supposed to sing, then you're gonna wanna yawn. So, you know, it's there. Let's wait for your parents to come back from the station and see if they have any new updates. Thank you for the meal. I'll go to school now. I really don't want to be here, but I understand that staying at home won't help bring Adam back. The moment I arrive, Hannah and May rush over to me. Elam, we were so worried about you. Are you okay? What happened at home? Is everyone okay? I allowed a deep sigh. I don't want to get into it, but I knew if I say nothing, they would keep pestering me. What should I tell them? Lion say he's sick. Tell them a vague version or tell them the truth. Well, I don't... Okay, so from what we know about Elham, she doesn't like lying. So I don't want to lie and say he's sick. And I can't tell them the full truth either, though, because they'll think I'm crazy, right? So I think the best thing to do is tell them a vague version. Like, my brother is missing and all that. Take a deep breath and start telling them the short, heavily censored version of what happened. My brother is missing. The police are involved now. We still don't know much. I just hope they find him soon. They both stare at me with wide eyes. They probably did not expect that. They probably don't know what to say. I wouldn't know what to say either. Let's hope for the best. I'm sorry, Ellie. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. It'll be okay. Ellie, it's okay to be upset. You can talk to us if you need to. You don't have to pretend to be strong all the time. Her words catch me off guard. No one has ever said that to me before. I've always felt like I had to be the strong one in the family, the one who holds everything together. I never realized my friends actually noticed. I squeezed my eyes shut, trying to hold the tears back. Ellie, you're not alone, you know. No matter what happens, if you need anything, we're here for you. Always. Oh, I cannot hold it in anymore. Tears spill down my cheeks. It's a relief to finally let it out. Aw, poor girl. What am I going to do? I don't know what to do anymore. Which one of them is talking? I don't know which one is talking. Don't worry, Ellie. We'll figure it out together. I'm assuming that was both of them. Yeah. I want so badly to tell them everything. About the djinn, the birthmark, the truth about the kidnapping, but I can't. It all sounds too crazy. I don't want them to think I'm losing it. Don't be stupid. They'll want nothing to do with you if you tell them that. You already look pathetic enough with these tears. I wipe my face quickly and try to compose myself. I hate that I cried. I hate showing weakness. The rest of the day passes in a blur. I barely pay attention in class. My mind keeps drifting back to Adam. Where is he? Is he hungry? He must be so scared. I head home after school. Aunt Dia is waiting for me. So now we have about 9 days until the solar eclipse. I'm assuming based on how long we've been playing, we're pretty close to the end of the demo. I would assume it's coming up pretty soon. Shorter stream today, but pretty important lore and things. I head home after school. Aunt Dia is waiting for me. My parents still haven't come back from the police station. How was school, sweetheart? What would you like for dinner? I'm not very hungry, Auntie. I ate lunch at school. I just want to go to my room. All right, dear. Let me know if you need anything. I go to my room and try to distract myself by scrolling on my phone, but I cannot focus. My stomach is in knots. I feel so helpless. Later that evening, I hear the front door open. My parents are back. I don't have the energy for anything right now, so I just listen from my room. They sound exhausted. It doesn't look like they have any new information. I lie in bed, trying to fall asleep, but my mind is racing with thoughts of Adam. I can't shake the feeling. Something is terribly wrong. I avoid sleeping on my back because it seems to make the paralysis worse. I know it does not really help, especially as I start to feel that familiar pressure on my chest. I can't move. I can't breathe. The pressure becomes unbearable. I feel like I'm suffocating. I try to scream, but no sound comes out. I don't want to go through this again. Oh? What's happening? Oh, it's the girl! Don't be scared. That's exactly what it wants. Help me, what do I do? Keep your eyes closed. Imagine a light coming in every time you breathe. Let it tear through whatever's clinging to you, then drive it out. I'm trying, but I can't. Fear feeds them. Cut their supply, and remember, light is always stronger than the dark. Steady your breath. That thing is a parasite that feeds on your fear. If you refuse to be afraid, it loses what it has been taking from you every night. How can I not feel afraid? I can't even move. You know, that's fair, that's fair. Focus on what you can do. Calm yourself for a moment and think. What are you still capable of? What can I do right now? Lie still? That's a start. What else? You have got to be kidding me. Is this the best you can do? I'm hearing voices in my head and even the voice is useless. You're stronger than you think. Imagine a bright light going up through your feet, climbing all the way up your spine, then bursting out in every direction. I picture a faint light in my mind and try with all my might to make it grow brighter and brighter until it lights up everything. Something shifts in me. A hope that I can fight this thing, the desire to be free, finally tips the scales against the fear. I feel the energy in my body changing, the darkness starting to lose its grip on me. A calm washes over me. A new kind of knowing and warmth runs through my body. Gradually, I feel my strength coming back. Now see 4 pillars of light in the corners of the room, flooding everything with light, and lift the veil. Whoa. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's my sleep paralysis demon? Oh, it's scary. Oh my god. I open my eyes and I see it. Oh. A thing looms over me like a cloud of rot. All jagged limbs and watching eyes. I panic, but I feel something else too. Fear hits first, but for once, it's not the only thing I feel. I can feel it. I'm so close. Hope flickers through the dark. I drag in a shaky breath and gather the last of my strength to speak. Leave. Dude, I just banished my sleep paralysis demon. It's gone. The creature begins to flicker, then fades away. The room suddenly feels lighter. The pressure on my chest is gone. Dude. Yeah, I'm about to start crying. That was horrifying. Hello, small child. Well done, Elam. I feel euphoric. A comforting sense of peace and stillness washes over me. So strong, it brings me to tears. I can't believe I was able to do that. That's amazing. People who are drained, who carry old trauma, who feel like they lost themselves, they're the ones these entities go after. They know exactly how to crack a mind open and feed on the fear that spills out. That thing has been tormenting me for so long, I can't believe it is gone. It'll never bother me again, right? Even if it tries to come back, or if something else appears, you now have the tools to deal with it. I shudder at the thought. I really hope that's the end of my sleep paralysis. Good lord. Remember to protect yourself with light. Stand in your power. It will not be able to harm you. I have to ask, why did you appear to me? In your current state, you will not be able to save your brother. I'm here to help you and prepare you for what is coming. Me? I can save him? Really? A small glimmer of hope rises, but dread comes with it. What if I fail? What if I cannot save him? The responsibility feels too big for me to handle. I'm not sure I can do this. What can I even do against something like that? All your life, you've been trapped in a cycle of despair. You have felt small and insignificant. But that is not who you are. It's time to remember who you've always been and who you're meant to be. The knowing is already ingrained in your cells. This is not something new. You must understand how important this is if you're going to fight these entities. Who are you and why are you helping me? I'm someone who has walked this path before you. I'm here to guide you for your sake and for the sake of those you love. I do not know what to think, but having her here somehow makes me feel safe. If we're going to be seeing each other often, I should at least know your name. You can call me Isla. Nice to meet you, Isla. What the hell? This is not good. Who are you? Oh, the demons. Her interference is ruining everything. Wait, okay, but she's kind of fine, though. Looks like I have to pay her a little visit. Okay, but like wood? Right, you get where I'm coming from, right, chat? Like wood? Thank you for playing Saraab Beyond the Veil demo! We look forward to sharing more of Elham's journey with you. Wishlist now to stay updated. Thank you! Wonderful! What's in the gallery? Ah! It's a bunch of the images. Dude, I want to look at this thing again. Because we didn't get to see it for very long, but oh my goodness, it's horrifying. Whew! Okay. Then... credits. Artfish Studio. Elevation Games. Made with Ren'Py. Oh, Ren'Py's pretty good. That's what I was making my own game in. But no, this is good. I like this a lot. Okay, so... this is not sponsored, but since the dev team did reach out to me to play this game on stream, I'm gonna share some of my thoughts before we end off for today. So, firstly, I think the demo was a good length. They said it would take 20 to 30 minutes. I think it took closer to, like, maybe an hour for me, but that's mainly because I was reading everything out loud, #streamer, and if there's one thing I know about video games and streaming, it's that reading stuff out loud just about doubles the playtime it takes to go through it, because I'm a much faster reader in my head than I am out loud, and plus I like voice acting the stuff, so there's that. I liked the character designs. I liked the character designs, I liked the art. It was very good, I liked it a lot. Let's see. Like I kind of mentioned when we were going through it, I liked how mental health was written. As someone who has had similar mental health struggles, I liked how it was written. I like how they took the sleep paralysis and they kind of used it supernaturally, because it does have those sort of connotations when you hear about it. And I like how things were all tied together. All in all, I really enjoyed the demo. I think it was a lot of fun, so everyone should go wishlist it on Steam if you thought you would like it or want to see where this game goes. It wasn't particularly scary. I don't think it really got to thriller. It says psychological thriller, but it was, I don't know, I would say more drama than thriller right now. Although I assume they'll probably lean into it more, because that creature design at the end was rightly horrifying in the best possible way. Let's see. The music's pretty good. It looks like they did all their music. Let me see. Again. Music. Yeah, it looks like they did their music in-house. So that's pretty good. And what I'm getting from the name and everything is that it's like, this game studio, I think, might be from the Middle East, because there's a lot of those inspirations in it, and I liked that they could pull from those inspirations without losing, like, a Western, gamer or viewer like me. I liked that a lot, and generally, I think it was a really good demo. If they want to come back and sponsor me when the full game comes out, I would be happy to play the whole thing on stream. But no, that was a lot of fun. I liked that game a lot. And yeah. Now, let's see. That's probably about it for today. The lore part of this stream is gonna go up on the main channel sometime soon. I want to edit something together for that. And all that jazz. I'm going to go back, unfortunately, to being normal me for the next stream. Excuse me. But like I said, thoughts. Like I said, we will have a new channel point reward where, you can give me a bunch of channel points for switching back into the Zekrom form, or you can just request it with bits or anything if you don't have channel points. It's swag ever. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Wednesday, I'll be coming back with more Digimon Time Stranger. I'm excited about that. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I had planned today. Kind of a shorter stream today, and we're also going to have kind of a shorter stream on Friday as well, because I have some plans then later in the day. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you everybody so much who stopped by, and I'll see you on Wednesday. And let's send out a raid. Who are we raiding? Let's raid Dino Sprout. Okay, everybody have fun and send Zek heart emotes. And all that fun stuff. Get some channel points from the raid. And I will see you Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.